Awesome. All right, welcome everybody. Thanks so much for being here and spending a little bit of your time with me this evening. I'm super, super excited to be here to tell you about our upcoming Shrink a Size Challenge. Oh my goodness, 5 weeks shrinking a size. Yes, it can be done through TLS Weight Loss Solution because we are science-based. We're proven. We advance people in health and maximizing their human potential. So hold on, buckle up. We're going to go through a lot of information in a really short period of time. And we have a lot going on here in TLS and lots of success stories to share with you guys, including my own. Very, very happy to have, lost 25 pounds over 15 years ago and have been able to keep it off with this amazing system. Now it's a lifestyle, but hey, you know what? We like to do these little challenges. This one's 5 weeks and you can shrink a size. So what we want you to do is grab those pair of jeans, those pair of shorts, those pair of slacks that don't button up right now. Almost all of you have a pair of pants like that in your closet as we speak. I know you do. And with real food, you can get real results with TLS. We're so excited. These are just some of our previous successes. Look at that, 5 weeks, right? I mean, it's amazing. Now, if you're hearing about TLS for the first time, or even our Shrink a Size challenge for the first time, you might be a little skeptical and you might be like, yo, I have struggled a lot, and many of us can relate to these. Raise your webinar hand if you're one of those people that does too much for everyone else. You're the last person on your priority list, right? Everything and everyone comes ahead of you, right? So another reason why we're not taking care of ourselves, and we find ourselves in this situation later on going, what happened to me, right? Maybe you don't like to or don't have time to exercise. Anyone on the line? Maybe you don't like to cook or shouldn't cook. Maybe you're prone to skipping meals and or you spend a lot of time at work. I always find, because I'm a bit of a workaholic, I love what I do, so I get really focused, and sometimes eating can be an inconvenience. Can anybody relate to that? Right? I think skipping meals has a lot to do with when we're busy, or when we're really focused, or when we're really into what we're doing, right? And so sometimes it's not on purpose. Sometimes we've told ourselves a story like we can't eat breakfast. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. We handle that in TLS, y'all. I make poor food choices, right? I don't mean to, but suddenly the car turns when we see the Chick-fil-A, right? Fast foods out of a window in a bag, that kind of thing. And we're going to have issues with our waistline if that's how we're eating. Maybe you eat too much too often. That was my struggle. I could pack it away, man, and I had out of control cravings. Anyone on the line? Like, can't control myself, need to leave the house and get food I didn't even put in my cupboards just to those happen for a reason. And TLS helps us, really tackle that from the foundational standpoint, because that has a lot to do with our digestion. It has a lot to do with biology, you guys. So soda, alcohol, we're drinking that on the regular, we're gonna carry extra weight, period, over and out. Those are empty calories that don't process well in the body. Gonna add weight, gonna do it. Sorry guys, I know both are very, very pleasing to the palate, right? Maybe you have a high stress lifestyle. And when I say high stress, I don't mean like you always feel stressed. I mean, you're always busy. You always got something going on. You always have a to-do list. You're always moving from this thing to that thing. And that seems normal to you, but it is causing stress in your body. And when we have a high level of stress, y'all, we cannot lose weight even if we're doing everything right. Sort of like soda and alcohol. You could be doing everything right, but if you're having a lot of that, it's going to be a problem. And stress is the same way. That cortisol causes us either gain weight or causes us to not lose it. And so these are real struggles that, I'm sorry, but willpower and eating better and moving more just ain't going to cut it. You need a little more support than that, because chances are you've tried some diets, chances are you've tried some programs, maybe things haven't worked, maybe you've fallen off the wagon. And I'm going to say, you know what? You didn't fail at those. They failed you, because diets don't work long term. Just look at the first three letters of that word right there, diets. And so we want to eliminate those from your future here, because with diets, you're losing the weight, you're losing weight. The scale's going to go down. If you do, the marketing keto, the marketplace keto, if you do, those types of, if you do intermittent fasting, you're going to lose weight. And in some cases, you're going to lose the wrong kind of weight. You're going to lose muscle, you're going to lose bone density. So that looks good on the scale, but it's not good for your body long term, which is why oftentimes we're gaining the weight back, or we can't sustain it, right? Because, they're not a sustainable lifestyle. So all calories are not created equal. So calorie restriction isn't the answer, because you could have a big banana and a small muffin, and they have the same amount of caloric intake, but they are not the same value. They don't feed your body the same way, right? One has nutrients and fiber and, all those good things in a banana, and then you have a muffin, right? Which has got flour and water, which is glue, and usually sugar and butter, which is really addictive in that combination. And so, it's no wonder we get these food addictions, or these desire centers just really light up with those foods that combine things like butter and sugar and flour. And then you add like deep frying it. Oh my gosh, like we're in trouble, right? So a lot of diets will tell you what to eat and not how to eat. And so you're on this sort of like blind path, and you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but you're doing it to lose weight, right? But again, not super sustainable. Now, a lot of times when we're calorie restricting, or we're hyper focusing on foods, or eliminating massive food groups, like you can't eat fruit anymore, or you're restricting your veggie intake, and some ketos are like that. It's like, no, don't do that. Doing that long term and really having a low caloric intake can create neurological and hormonal changes, all right, as well as metabolic fluctuations, leading to that yo-yo effect, leading to a really sluggish metabolism, where even if you do things the right way, if you've been yo-yoing for years, just be patient with your body, because you've slowed your metabolism down to like molasses in February, y'all. So like we need to give our body a little love, a little patience, knowing that this is biology, knowing this is science, and knowing that if you do things the right way, you're going to really create that strong foundation where your body has a natural metabolic drive that is just, if it's burning fat at rest, that's what we want to create. But guess what? It's going to take time, but we're going to start. If you've never been a part of TLS, we're going to start with the 5-week shrink of size. What makes us different, you guys? No calorie counting or deprivation. You get to eat real food, and I love food. How about you guys? Hooray for food, right? Multiple programs. So we are not a one size fits all, because guess what? How many of you have ever tried on one of those t-shirts that said one size fits all, and you're like, that ain't the case. That's certainly not the case for me. So we have multiple programs to fit your preferences, your goals, your needs. We're the most affordable program on the market today. And we have a comprehensive 4-pronged approach. What are those 4 prongs? Well, low glycemic impact eating, body composition, science-based supplementation, and education. Now, a lot of programs are going to throw body composition at you. They're going to tell you to work out at the gym a lot and really hard. And there's a lot of programs that are going to throw food and nutrition plans at you. There's a few programs out there that'll throw both at you. What really makes us different is that we're combining our science-based supplementation with what works, right? What works with the body. 40 years of research proves this is the healthiest way to eat. So that means it works for everyone. There is a lot of diets out there that have contraindications, meaning so-and-so shouldn't do it because of this issue or this illness or this medication or this whatever. There is none of that with the low glycemic impact eating. It's for everyone. Everyone can eat this way because it's a healthiest way to eat. All right. And the whole idea is that keeping you in fat burning mode throughout the day by eating actually Smaller meals, but consistently throughout the day. So we're doing 3 meals, 2 snacks, in your waking hours. You're eating probably every 3, no more than 4 hours. And you're still having a decent fasting window, you guys. We all have a fasting window because we all stop eating at some point during the day and wake up and have breakfast at some point in the morning. With TLS, we like you to have it sooner rather than later. So you're getting that metabolic drive fired up, right? We want to create that fire burning in the fireplace. And that's what's happening in the body. If you don't have no wood in the fireplace, you get no warmth, you get no fire. And so we're creating that metabolic drive through eating the proper foods at the proper times. Okay. So it's actually really simple and it's really delicious. And what it does is stabilizes your mood, stabilizes your blood sugar levels, stabilizes your energy. So you're actually going to feel better. Why starve yourself for half of the day just to lose a few pounds? Okay. Like, let's be realistic about this, you guys. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there and it ain't for everyone, but TLS is because eating is good for you, especially when you're eating the right things. But what makes this different is those science-based supplements, right? If eating well and moving more worked, you'd all be exactly where you want to be. Right? That's why we have our supplements that are supported by science to enhance and accelerate the results. Each of them addresses a unique part of the journey to optimal health and weight. So they're not diet pills, they're health nutraceutical supplements that have scientifically studied ingredients in them that actually do what they say they're going to do, you guys, which is amazing. But it's really tackling things at that foundational level of like tackling the hormones, tackling metabolic drive, addressing digestion, all of these fun things. And then our 4th pillar, education. Look, if you know why you're doing what you're doing, you're far more likely to stick with it. And that makes it a lifestyle, you guys. So 5 weeks. Join us for the Shrink a Size program. I'm going to get into some details here, so hold on. 5 weeks. Now, obviously, we want you to continue with TLS, and you'll continue with one of our other programs after the 5 weeks. But during the 5 weeks, you're going to follow one of our TLS menu plans, and that'll be a jumpstart program. Rapid results or sure and steady are the 3 that are really effective for our Shrink a Size challenge, or Fat Shredder, which is a 2-week program. You could do 2 weeks of Fat Shredder within your program as well. Utilize at least 3 TLS branded products. These are the ones that are addressing those issues we talked about earlier, right? If you've got out of control cravings, if you have a high stress life, there's specific products that would be a great fit for you. We're going to exercise at least 4 times a week. Now, for those of you who are doing that or more, fantastic. Keep doing what you're doing. You're chugging along and doing great. Those of you who are not at that yet, you're gonna start working up to that, and you're gonna accomplish that, understanding that it's at your level, right? But we do want 2 cardio sessions and 2 strength sessions. So we'll get into that here in a second. And one of the wonderful things about our program, you guys, free program plan, recipe booklet, and 12-week health guide and journal. Totally free for download when you go to our site. Now, if you've been invited by somebody who is a TLS coach or has a TLS website, you want to wait to get their unique link to their site so that you can take the profile and download all of the free resources you need to succeed. So on that profile, it'll ask you several questions, take you about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, depending on how fast you read and type. And at the results page, it's going to give you the top 4 products that would be a fit for you in order of importance. And you don't have to be on all 4, but they're just the top 4 that are suggested for you. Then it's going to give you which meal plan you should be on based on your goals, based on your preferences. So in this case, you see the rapid results plan and recipe booklet. Those download links are on that result page, right where all that information is. And then the last banner, you can download the 12-week health guide and journal. so that you don't just stop at 5 weeks. You're going to continue on because you're going to feel like $1 million. All right. Ongoing support with Shrink a Size. We have a private Facebook page. So we're going to want to request to join the TLS Shrink a Size challenge page. Make sure you wait 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000 seconds before you leave after requesting to join, because we have some questions for you. We need you to put in your order number. So make sure you place your order before you request to join. Because look, you guys, if you're going to shrink a size in 5 weeks, you probably have already tried to do that, just moving more and eating better. So we know supplements are a big part of our program because they work and they accelerate your results. How many of you want to get faster results, right? And so products are going to be a part of that. Daily posts, education, tips, and motivation. We've got recipes, we've got food advice. You can ask questions. We're going to celebrate your success. The biggest thing is that you know you're not alone. People are struggling with the same things you're struggling with. They're having fun learning about the different foods they get to eat. Everybody gets excited and is posting. So it's just a great place to be, but there's official content that's posted every day that you can focus on, where you're just learning a little bit, just a teeny little bit, 5 minutes a day. Make it part of your morning routine, or your evening routine, that you're taking that 5 minutes and learning something new about the health journey, about your body, about great foods, about weight loss, about whatever the post is for the day. It can be a short video. It can just be something you're reading that's got a tip about, you know, what are great cheese replacements, right? What are the healthiest oils to use in what scenarios, right? Like what's good for salad dressings and what's good for high heat cooking. I mean, these are the types of things you need to know. Why? Because you can ruin oils, and oils can go rancid, and you can distort them if you cook them at too high a heat. I mean, these are the things we're sharing with you guys. So it's pretty important information. Every Monday night, we're going to have a Zoom at 9 p.m. During the program. And I'm going to have experts on. We're going to have success stories on, so you can hear from people who have been going through the TLS program, whether it's the Shrink a Size or just our program in general. So you're going to be learning from other people. We have incredible coaches and trainers and doctors and health professionals who will be joining me on these Monday nights. So you don't want to miss out on those. They're a great way to just get inspired to start the week off strong, you guys. So let's talk a little bit more about those fitness, because I know some of you are a little worried about that. And so understand that cardio is just amazing for the most important muscle in your body, and that is your heart, right? And so we want to exercise that heart muscle by increasing its beats long enough where we're creating a little sweat, we're creating a little puffy, and I call that, we call that vitamin HP. And you can do that through running, biking, swimming, dancing. I love HIIT cardio, you guys. HIIT cardio is one of my favorite ways to get cardio in, because it can be short and it can be intense. So you can get a lot accomplished in 30 minutes with HIIT cardio. And there's classes, there's videos online, there's all kinds of ways to do it. And it is still to your ability. Do what you can, right? Do your best, forget the rest, as Tony Horton used to say. So it also is really good for building up mitochondria in the muscle, and mitochondria is your energy production. Mitochondria is your metabolism. So if you want to talk about anti-aging and longevity, you want the word mitochondria in your vocabulary, and a lot of them in your muscles. All right. So I love HIIT cardio for that reason. And that's also why we do strength, because we need to challenge that muscle tissue. So you could do one day where you're doing upper body and one day where you're doing lower body, or a combination. I love these pictures. They've come from our existing challenges of people excited. Sometimes people like, I love how they're doing it together or with their dog. It's just so awesome to get active and feel amazing, you guys. And so you're going to want to schedule this in and make sure you get those 4 workouts in. Again, shrinking a size in 5 weeks is possible. Dakota just did it. These were her results. Now, she's been on TLS since January and has lost over 72 pounds in total now. Way to go, Dakota. Woo, woo. But this was just in 5 weeks, and I'm pretty sure she shrunk 2 sizes. Look at those jeans, you guys. Amazing. Like her whole body just went, I love it. So a lot can be accomplished in 5 weeks if you commit to our program. So let's talk a little bit more about our supplements. Supplements are important because we have poor dietary habits. We need hormonal health support. We have carbohydrate sensitivity leading to craving or hunger or just easy weight gain. Maybe our response to stress is we're not managing that well. Maybe we've had a history of lifestyle and dietary changes, creating that yo-yo effect, or just constantly doing something aggressive with the body that's creating a lot of fluctuations. And so let's bring it back to balance. Right? We have clinically studied ingredients in our products, which make them, again, science-based and highly effective. And one of the best ways to start this program is our jumpstart. Now, if you've done the jumpstart kit in the last 3 months, like meaning it's been less than 3 months from our, because we're starting September 16th, you guys, that's when we're starting. So from that date, is it okay to start a detox again for many of you? If you haven't done one in 3 months, you can do our detox and jumpstart kit. Now, I love this kit because it's super comprehensive. It gives you a big bang for your buck. You're getting 2 shakes, the daily essentials, which is your morning micronutrients that you need every single day for your body to function optimally. And if you're deplete in micronutrients, you're going to have a difficult time losing weight, right? So we have our core, which is the small blue and white bottle down there that is really for our carb cravers and people who are overeaters, but it's a great way to manage those blood sugar levels. So we're curbing those cravings, we're curbing that major appetite. We're also inhibiting excess carbs we're taking in, not the ones we need, because we need carbs. Our brain needs carbs. Our muscles need carbs, right? We need carbs. We're just going to inhibit the ones we don't need. And then our 7-day detox. And so this is 4 weeks of the 5-week shrink-a-size, and it's our most effective for getting maximum results in a short period of time. Woo! Love it. On fire. People get a lot of great results with this. That detox cleans the body, cleans the palate, cleans the blood, cleans the colon, puts the liver on spa. We're feeling like $1 million by the end of it. It's gonna be a couple days in there, you're not feeling so good, but that's because toxins coming out of the body don't feel good. All right. It's not the detox doing that. It's the toxins that make you feel not so awesome. Maybe you need a couple naps during the week. Make sure you get a little extra sleep and drink lots and lots of water, and you're going to be just fine because you're going to eat lots of food during this detox. This is not a starving detox. This is not a juicing detox. This is nourish your body to the optimal so that your body cleanses naturally. And rather than forcing your body into a cleanse, you're nourishing it so that it has so much energy, it lets go of those toxins, that excess water, etc. So we're really getting great results in that first 7 days. Then we transition into our fat burning, where you're introducing more foods, our TLS shakes, and exercise. One thing that's great about detox is no exercise for those of you who would celebrate that. You're taking it easy that week, all right? You do not want to stress your body out during detox. You want all that energy going to cleaning out the body, all right? Not to building muscle, because you're not intaking enough protein for that, okay? So if you're on the line and you're from the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, or Singapore, guess what? You got a jumpstart kit too, and these are all have the shakes, all have that comprehensive program. They all include absolutely amazing products that we love here in the United States, but they're just unique to you and your country. But they work just as fantastically, and you're following the system within your country, okay? Now, most of you will have access, whether you're in the, for sure in the US, but if you're in another country, many of you will have access to things like Trim Tea or Thermochrome, etc., through your global site, okay? So if you're not sure where the global site is, be sure to ask who invited you so that you could get potentially a product you'd like that's available in the US, but can be purchased through a different website. All right, so let's talk about the Energizer combo. This is a great combo because purchase is required for this challenge if you want to participate in the Facebook group. and really be held accountable to a higher standard of just like put some skin in the game, get in the game. Don't watch the game, get in the game, right? We're talking about a Stay Fit kit, which is our 2 shakes, our daily essentials, and our trim tea. That's our Stay Fit kit. You save a few bucks. It's amazing. So let's say you've done the detox recently. This is the perfect kit for you. And if you are looking to increase your metabolic drive, the thermogenesis and breakdown of fat, but can do it with a product that has some stimulants in it to give you like major focus, major energy. Thermochrome is a perfect fit for you because it's got all those things and then some. It's an incredible product that will get results in very short order, but it's not for everyone. If you're caffeine sensitive, if you've got, sensitivity to stimulants, it's probably not the best one for you. We have another kit for you. Okay. Carb craver combo. So you're the overeater, you're the intense carb craver. You're the one who just can't seem to get a hold of that. Then you want to do the shakes so that you have something to go to when you want the ice cream or when you want the cookies or when you want that muffin. You can make those things with our shake, or just really quick mix up a shake and it tastes like that anyway. But you can actually make all of the amazing things like cookies and muffins and ice cream with our shakes. Trim tea and core, or trim cafe, really. They both work on that leptin hormone, which tells us when we're full, which is really important for those carb cravers and overeaters. So when you got the Batman and Robin of leptin, it's gonna be life-changing, y'all. So excited for you. Fat burn-in combo. All right, this is for those of you who you're like, man, I've been doing everything right. I've got the diet on point. I've got the exercise on point. And I'm just not burning fat the way I want to burn fat. It's not peeling off me the way I want to. CLA and green coffee are 2 products that are going to break down fat, and have your body utilize fat as fuel. These are our fat burners without any stimulants. Okay. So if the energizer combo is not for you because you can't do stimulants, this one is. Okay. And then if you think that maybe stress is the main culprit in not being able to lose or why you're gaining, because cortisol is the enemy of weight loss, as well as many other things and detriments to the body. Our ability to manage that stress, it becomes a very big, important part of our weight loss journey. And it can also help us with better quality sleep, and all of those things are a domino effect for proper and long-lasting weight loss efforts. I love taking my Axe at night, either just before dinner or after dinner, and I am like ready for bed because I'm feeling good. But if you have a really high anxiety personality or lifestyle, you could take it in the morning and it's just gonna kind of soothe you out. It ain't gonna put you to sleep, but it definitely could help you manage that stress response through the day. Okay, so that's our stress less combo. Also really powerful. You could just do your own custom, program and products by taking our weight loss profile. Make sure that you ask who invited you here for some advice after you take the profile. Let them know what the results are, all that fun stuff, because we've got a program, we got some products for you, and we can help you get those results. What I love is that we give so much value for free. Which is really one of the things that sets us apart in the marketplace. We're not nickel and diming you for a membership on our site, or making you pay for recipe booklets or anything like that. You guys are going to get them for free. Now, we ran a group just recently, ended about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Here are just a few of the results from that group that just went through. We've got Tristan and Russell up at the top. I mean, Dang, look at that. I think Russell also lost a couple sizes, not just one. Then we got some ladies down at the bottom who are looking to get into those cute little jeans or jean shorts and did such an amazing job. Can you shrink a size with TLS? Yes, you can if you follow it. And if you commit to yourself, to your goals. You know, we are starting Friday, September 16th, but the orders that you're placing must be placed by the 9th. So you're ready to go with us. There's power. There is power in a group momentum. Okay. When we're left to our own devices, we're really, you know, prone to getting off of track. We're prone to letting go of the goal halfway through. And that's why we set a date. That's why we have a group come together and do it and start at the same time. Now, it's not to say you couldn't be a couple days early or a couple days late, but there is such power in joining us and doing it together. All right. So this is open to USA, Australia, Canada, UK, and Singapore. And again, request to join on the Facebook group. Just be sure you have your order number handy because you are going to need that. We have our little admin assistants who are going to be approving you into the page about a week prior to it starting, maybe even earlier, because I know we're going to have a really awesome group here. But just to let you know, if there's no order number, you're going to get a nice little message saying declined, but make sure you re-request with your order number. So just be watching for all that fun stuff because we want you guys to be involved. We want you to have fun with us. Look at that smile on her face. Look at that. Look at that amazing smile. We want you guys to have an amazing smile. Are you feeling so good in your own skin because you accomplished the Shrink a Size challenge? You guys, thanks for joining me. I so appreciate you being here. Let's see here. I'm going to check the chat here just to see if there was any burning questions from any of our participants here tonight.